Hello, I'm Tim Hellman.
I'm Pugh Daddy.
I'm Nick the mechanic.
And this is Movie Talk. Today we're going to review the movie Skatopia, 88 Acres of Anarchy.
It's a movie about me and my buddies stepping in dog shit, wiping on each other's faces, doing a little skateboarding. Ain't that right, Pugh?
Full anarchy at its finest in Ohio.
It is a 2010 documentary directed by Laurie House and Colin Powers. It's written by them.
Fuck those guys, man.
I got to watch this movie at the Santa Barbara Film Festival and meet the producers. It was in 2011 at the Santa Barbara Film Festival, and after the movie, we took them out to the bar I used to work at, and she said that when she went to Brewce with this vision that he lined her up with a place to live in the adjoining property, so she actually lived there with her crew for a full year.
It takes place in 2006.
Yeah. He got her a place to live, and they basically would call her up and tell him, come on out, we're partying. That's pretty much the censored version of what happened in a year out in Ohio. They want to continue funding and pouring and making their dream, which, you know, I think any true hardcore skateboarder would agree would be their ideal, to get a plot of land and do it. So they've got people, and yeah, come from all over the world. You know, hey, I'm so-and-so, you know, okay, you're gonna work and you can skate and I'll feed you. And they have these parties and get the bands out there and try to raise money to keep it growing. So
it started in 95, is that right?
Something like that. The interesting thing is they show that they started in West Virginia, and they had a big vert ramp out there, kind of bowled in thing. They got kicked out of town and they went across the border into Ohio and found this piece of property with a barn. Decided to build a bowl in there, and the thing is pretty crazy. I met Brewce.
what, 88, 89?
Yeah,
90?
1990 in Florida. And at the time he was talking about making a skate museum. He also was talking about making a quarter-mile long snake run. Both things sounded pretty crazy at the time. And he's put together a pretty good collection of skate stuff and bowls and whatnot out there in Rutland, Ohio. Yeah, they do 2 parties a year. They do a summertime party and a fall party.
I also read online he did his first skate park when he was a kid in 77.
You know, even before this movie, or as a skateboarder, I've always kind of had that same vision. Obviously, he's made this vision a reality, so I definitely wouldn't do it in Ohio, but yet, you know, it is. It's straight anarchy, and it's his rules, and, you know, his way of the highway, and his highway isn't that bad, you know? Yeah, I would rate it 4 out of 5.
I think I'd give it a 3.5 out of 6 stars. The movie does a pretty good job of depicting what Skatopia is like. You know,
But it's really long and drawn out.
yeah, and the thing about it too is, if you really pay close attention to it, the movie skips around in time. I guess it's not chronological order, so it shows them skating some new concrete that they poured, and then next scene shows them like digging the dirt for it.
That's true.
So it kind of skips around a little bit, which is okay, but the way that they portray it is it's from day one when it's snowing to, you know, the end of the year when it's snowing, and he's like, this is going to be the best year ever. He says that twice. So so that part of it's a little bit shaky, but some of the best bands that played there, they showed, you know, Dwayne Peters there. You know, they had Tony Hawk riding. I think Lance Mountain was there in the scene. Yeah, so I mean, they definitely were there at kind of a high point of Skatopia in terms of kind of mainstream tension.
I think they should have cut some more out of it. But the subject matter and the video was all good.
It did seem to kind of draw itself out a little bit.
So I give it 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably would have had more scenes with the 2-bit strippers. Maybe even like
I definitely
written one in where they made out with you or something.
Most likely.
Yeah. It was really sad when the dog died, though. I'd say see the movie if you're into skateboarding, but if not, you probably won't enjoy it that much.
Well, my last closing statement is, anybody's a true skateboarder should definitely try to make a road trip out there. It'll definitely open your eyes.